Welcome to Through the Lens of Astrology. I'm your host, Heather Arielle, and it is Taurus season. So, yeah, we're going to talk about, what exactly does that mean and how can we take full advantage of it? Because it's not just the sun. The sun went in to the zodiac sign of Taurus, the second sign as we because remember there's that beautiful evolution. The whole western zodiac got going with Aries and the spring equinox. So okay, we're in the second step now. As of April 19th, the sun will stay in Taurus until May 20th, but right now, we don't just have the sun in Taurus. We have Mercury, the planet of communication. We have Venus, which is connected to Taurus, my goodness. And that is the planet of love, of money, of art, and that is in Taurus right now. And we have the great awakener. Yeah, Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus. And, that is a long one. That's going to be that stays in a sign for 7 years. But these other planets, it is waking everything up to have four planets right now, all in that sign. So we're going to talk about Taurus energy, and we're going to do a unique oracle card spread that I created just to help us really be present with that powerful Taurian energy. So we're going to do that. And then a few of you have asked for some inspirational messages. So we're going to get to that as well. And then I have a little poem to share at the end of the program that I think really speaks to the beautiful Taurian energy that will just help us really connect in a very immediate way. But before we get started, I do wanna let you know that Through the Lens of Astrology radio show has been nominated for a Cover Award. That's the Coalition of Visionary Resources, and they celebrate work in the spirit, mind, body marketplace. So if you are enjoying Through the Lens of Astrology, I'm going to ask you, please go to cover.org. That is COVR.org, and cast your vote for Through the Lens of Astrology. You will find us in the radio shows and podcasts category. That's one category. And I really do appreciate your vote. Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to hold up the Taurus card, and these cards are from my oracle card deck that I created with artist Tom Cummins. It's a 52 card deck and guidebook, The Fundamentals of Astrology. Now, this is the Taurus card, and as it says, cornucopia of riches, be tenacious. You have the stamina to manifest your dreams. Ooh, tenacity. Ooh, be tenacious. That really does. If we got to pick one word that we're going to connect, be tenacious when energy enters Taurus. And think of the symbol of Taurus, the symbol of the bull. That's what we all want to connect to. And a bull, when you think about it, if it doesn't want to move, right, we're not going to get it to move. It's going to move when it wants to move. And if it's going somewhere, we're not going to get it to stop, are we? So all we can do is get out of its way. That is the strength and the tenacity that is open to all of us when energy is in the sign of Taurus. All of a sudden, we have this extra, extra level of powerful tenacity and strength. So it is no time to give up or throw in the towel. Taurus says, you have what it takes to get to the finish line. And if we think about the evolution of astrology, Aries got everything going. It's all about that spark, getting something going. But Aries can go so fast. Sometimes we peter out. We get an idea, we start something, or we think, oh, we're going to start that. And we even take a couple of actions toward it. But then fire, well, we can burn out and we peter out. When we enter the stabilizing energy of Taurus, that second sign of the zodiac, it's sort of giving us that gift of saying, let's connect to the stabilizing tenacity and that will give us the follow through. so that we can follow through with that wonderful new Aries beginning that we were all experiencing as spring equinox, when the sun went into Aries. So, okay. Now, Taurus is also the most connected to the earthly plane. So, when energy's in Taurus, it is time to get physical. It is time to take care of the physical body and to remind us, yeah, even though, yeah, we want to reach our highest levels of consciousness and we want to meditate, we want to be all of that and transcendent. But Taurus says we also want to embrace earthly pleasures and we want to indulge our senses. So it is a time to connect to the natural world. Taurus is earth. Taurus is earth. And as the earth card says, indulge your senses. Connect to the natural world. Manifesting energy surrounds you. So it is real manifesting energy. So we really want to connect to the earthly plane. So spend time in nature if you can. A lot of it has to do with self-care as well because of the physical body. And we do want to take as take great care of our bodies, right? Because we come in to have certain experiences. So that's why we really want to use techniques to keep our mind healthy and then take actions to keep our physical body healthy as well. So Taurus is an earth sign. I also mentioned the tenacity. That has to do with the modality, and the modality is fixed. Now, remember, we have three modalities: fixed, mutable, and cardinal. And the fixed, that is just keep your eye on the prize energy. Hold fast to your dreams, as the card says. You're capable of intense, prolonged, focused energy. Embrace your passion, you will triumph. So that's the fixie of the bull that I was talking about. And it is just lovely to just really connect to our passions and say, yeah, passion is good. Yeah, it's good. And it's some things are worth really going after. Now, it is also connected to the planet Venus. So Venus is connected to Libra and Taurus. With Taurus, there's a special financial aspect. So it is time to, yeah, think about it. Hey, that's the real world. Think about your money. Really think about, okay, how are you making money? What are you doing with your money? Are you spending it the way you want to spend it? What do you want to do with it? Just ask yourself those questions, because then you can make really good decisions with so much energy in Taurus. Now, and then also, I should say, because of the relationships with Venus, and Venus is in Taurus right now, and Venus rules Taurus. So Venus, that really has to do Venus and Taurus together. That means you can create long lasting, stable relationships. That there's a sensual, right? Taurus is very sensual. That's the physical aspect. So that also means you want relationships to be real, to be physically satisfying. So do what you can to get those relationships real. And if you are in a relationship and it hasn't been that physical, well, this is the perfect energy. Get going. And what you create can really be long lasting with that Taurus energy. It is grounding, stabilizing energy. Now, it is also connected to the second house, and the second house is the house of earned income. As it says, breadwinner, your ability to grow your finances through earned income is receiving a special blessing right now. So it is a time to think about some practical matters, right? How are we earning money? And what if are there adjustments to that? Now, it is also the second house is the house of movable objects. So it's not your home, but boy, is it almost everything in it. So you can also think about your things and possessions. Possessions. Sometimes we get a little possessive of our possessions with Taurus energy. So take a look. Remember, things are just things, they're not real. Right? We spend a lot of time thinking that money is real, and yes, of course, we need to make a living, but we don't need to make a killing, right? And the only thing real is our soul, right? So we always want to earn in a way that is legitimate and healthy and gives us what we really need. Now, second house brings up what Taurus is really about. The highest manifestation of Taurian energy is that of value, is how to add value to your own life and how to add value to the life of someone else. So, second house is the house of values. So, with all this energy in Taurus, it is an ideal time to ask yourself, okay, well, what is it that you value? What are your values? Get crystal clear with what you value. Have those discussions with people you with whom you live, with your partners, with the people that you're really dealing with on a day-to-day basis, because you really want to be in alignment with your values. So get clear with yours, have those discussions, and make sure that you are in as much alignment as possible with people who are in alignment with our values, because it gets very tough and draining if we have to spend a lot of time with people who have opposite values and then they don't respect us. So then at least you have to have that discussion to say, okay, we don't see eye to eye on this value. We're going to agree to disagree. And then really agree to disagree, because we don't want to be, we want to be tolerant, right? We want to be tolerant of each person's values. So that's also really important, because it's just so draining if somebody is constantly picking away at your values. So get clear with what you are valuing. And I think of Mika Brzezinski. I'm a big admirer of hers. She's Taurus, and she has the most amazing program about know your value. And I just love that. I mean, how can you be more in balance with your energy than to develop a program that uses the word that describes your energy in its highest manifestation? And she helps women know their value. So that is something we should all be doing right now. It's a little bit easier for us to do with the energy in Taurus. Now, anyone listening, if you have Taurus in your chart, sun, moon, ascendant, midheaven, anywhere, this is something that these gifts are open to you every single day. And that is a gift that you can give, is to help people know their value. And obviously, you want to value yourself. But as Mika does, Mika is helping women know their value. And with Taurus energy, because it is connected to Venus, there is a beauty quality. So beautify the world, beautify yourself. It's luxuriating energy. So it is connected to going to the spa, and just, you can pamper yourself. Pamper yourself is really the key. But you can do that at home. You don't have to go to the spa, but go ahead and, this is the time to indulge. You want to do that bubble bath, do the bubble bath. I like an abhyanga in the morning. That's that massage with hot oil. Just, go that extra mile, taking care of yourself with the energy of Taurus. We want to luxuriate. We want to connect to our senses. We want to celebrate what it feels like to be in our physical body, and then connected to nature. Anytime you can spend time in nature, I'm always saying doing that. But with Taurus energy, absolutely. Okay, now, so let's do the Oracle card spread. So remember, when we do the Oracle card spread, these messages will be for everyone listening. If you're listening, you are part of the Through the Lens of Astrology group, and these messages will be for you, as they will be for me, because I'm part of the group as well. And then if you have Taurus energy in your chart, you may want to do this spread at home. Um, you may want to do it every once in a while, because it will help you connect to your Taurian gifts, which will be open to you every day. So for the rest of us, we kind of just have to do it when the energy is in Taurus. Okay, so I'm just shuffling because I took out those cards. All right, so I'm picking cards. The first card, this is all about if we embrace this energy, it will help us to connect to the gifts of Taurus energy and to really manifest them effortlessly. Okay. Okay, so the first card is going to be the self care card because, as I said, Taurus is about taking care of our physical body and doing it in a really sensual way, enjoyable, sensual. That's the pampering, that's the spa, right? So it's taking care of ourselves in a really nice way. Okay, so if we embrace this energy, it will help us take much better care of ourselves right now. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh wow. Okay, square. The square. All right. Now that's a very interesting card to get for self-care. Okay, so the square says the door may be locked, but you are the key. Persevere and you will meet any challenge. Tenacity is very similar to perseverance. All right, so this is saying because some of us have gotten into some bad habits during the pandemic, and I know everyone is out, they're getting their vaccines, it's gorgeous weather, we're all doing things now. Well, this is saying go ahead and persevere, make it a priority. And sometimes we just need to do it. We may not feel like doing some of these things, and the square is saying, we are the key, right? Just do it. Make the effort to to hike, make the effort to get to that beautiful natural environment where you can go for a hike. Yeah, and Abhyanga, I tell people about the Abhyanga and they say, "Are you kidding me? I don't have time to do that." This is a square says, make the effort. Okay, one day a month, how about that? We got sun in Taurus for a month, one day a month. Get some hot oil after your shower, rub just kind of gently. It's so simple. Just cup the hands on your body with the oil. You know, that's what the square says. The square says you may think that you don't have time for self care, but this card says you do. So if we want to embrace and really take care of ourselves, persevere, overcome the challenge. You're the key. Make time to at least do one self care ritual this week. How about that? Okay. And yeah, that's a good one. Just try to do one, whether it's a walk in nature, a bubble bath, whatever it is. As I said, I like to do the Abhyanga. So, okay. Wow. All right. Now, the second card is, oh, yeah, how can we beautify the world? Because, we want to add beauty, right? Beauty is love. Beauty is another word for love. When we beautify our environment, we are loving our environment. And we want to love our environment and beautify the world. Okay. Okay, so if we embrace this energy, we will beautify the world. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Mercury. Okay, Mercury, that is Mercury is the messenger. Your verbal skills are at their peak, so put them to good use. Pen that novel, write that letter. Well, all right. Mercury is the mind. Mercury is all about communication. What are we thinking? Remember, thoughts are things. So that if we want to beautify ourselves and beautify the world, well, pay attention to what you're thinking, number one, because thoughts are things. So we want to give ourselves beautiful, loving thoughts. Be kind to yourself, right? Focus on, don't focus on, oh my gosh, I got a pimple or I got that. Love yourself. Say, oh, you know what? I love this part of my body. Just love yourself. Okay? Have positive thoughts because Mercury there. Now, if we also want to beautify our surroundings, then think about because Venus rules Taurus, Venus and Mercury, those are beautiful words. So think about what maybe there's a nice message you want to give somebody. And when we use loving words, it's so healing. So if we want to beautify our surroundings and we want to, spread that love. Well, then it starts with what are we thinking and when we share our thoughts. So let's send some nice messages. I mean, that's really what that's saying. Let's send some Taurus Venus messages, which then comes into value. So I would say really let people know I value you. I value what you're doing. I think what you're doing has tremendous value, all of that. Yeah. Speak kind words, uh speak your love. Okay, when you get Mercury as a way to spread beauty, speak your love. Oh wow, okay, I love it. Okay, now, okay, how okay, so the third card, so these are the first two cards, the third card, and I'll take a picture of these and I'll upload them to Through the Lens of Astrology Facebook chat group. And because then you'll get to see the design, because I know some of you are saying, what does it look like? Okay, it basically makes a star. It's the star. Okay. Okay, so the third card in this Taurus Oracle card spread is what energy, if we embrace, will help us to create long lasting, stable, sensual relationships. Don't we all want those? And we can have them. We can have them. It's really all about living and loving consciously. That's why I do all of this, to help us be present with our energy. So then we live and we love consciously. All right. So if we embrace this energy, this will help us create enduring, long lasting, stable, sensual relationships. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. You know what? We got this card when I did the new moon spread in Pisces. Okay. Aquarius energy. This is a super clear message. Let me tell you. For us to really be happiest in our relationships, creating the meaningful relationships, this is saying we need to really be true to ourselves. When you get this, it is to thine own self be true. That is what it says. No one sees the world quite the way you do. Celebrate your unique voice and one of a kind style. This is really saying, wow, okay. If you want to create a long lasting, sensual, stable relationship, you need to be true. You really need to be true to yourself. And that means you may desire a unique partnership. There may be this really, this can mean when you get the Aquarius card connected to a relationship, you do not settle. Aquarius is the opposite of settling, because Aquarius is the most original energy in the zodiac. So it's saying you don't stay with somebody because your parents want you to. You don't stay with somebody because you think this is the safe choice or you should. Or Aquarius is saying you choose the partner that you want, and it might shock people. It might unsettle some people. It says for you to be happiest in a relationship, you really need to be you. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's only two people. Hey, well, hey, some people, some people are into polyamory, so I'm not gonna judge, but whoever's in your relationship, everybody, it's the freedom. They need to want to be in it, and everybody needs to feel absolutely free. So be with someone who celebrates your unique qualities and helps you to feel free. Oh my gosh. And this makes a lot of sense for this group because, hey, if you're listening to this show, you're on a unique path. That's for sure. You're on a unique metaphysical path. You're asking the big questions. Wow. Wow. Okay, so it's really time for everyone listening, as you go forward in your relationships. It is time to be free, and it is time to make sure that your partner 100% honors and celebrates your uniqueness, doesn't try to hide it or cover it up, or says, oh, well, don't let other people know. I don't want other people to know you're into that or you're doing that. That's not the right partner for you. We need to have people and somebody can say, "Well, I'm not totally into that thing you're doing," but as long as they celebrate you, that's what's important. You don't want them to try to hide or cover up or judge you. You can say, "Oh yeah, my partner's into that. I'm not," but that's fine. But that's what's important when we get the Aquarius card and connected to this question. Okay? This is the moment to get the partner who celebrates your uniqueness, is aware of it, doesn't make fun of it. Whether your partner shares that quality or not, they have to at least be supportive of it in you. Okay. All right. Now, okay. The next one is how can we add value to our lives? Because that's what it's about. We want to have value. We get a little obsessed with money, and yeah, we can make good financial choices here, but the only thing real is our soul. We always got to remember that. So we don't ever want to make a decision to make money that may corrupt our soul in any way. So, all right, so let's talk about real value. If we embrace this card, we will add real value to our lives. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. How can we add real value? We can embrace the energy of Cancer. Now, think about what Cancer represents. That is the most nurturing energy in the zodiac. Cancer is water, it's feeling. So we need to feel deeply, and we need to nurture. Now, as the card says, nurture your ideas and watch them grow. So we nurture your partnerships, nurture people, but we also need to nurture our ideas and our beliefs. Sometimes we forget about that. So how can we add value to our life right now? Nurture our values. Nurture them, and then they will grow and deepen and develop and become really meaningful. So, whatever you nurture grows. So, really connect to the nurturing. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. All right. Now, then the final one. So, if we asked, how can we add value to our own lives? Now we have to add, because remember, I always want to open it up to the group. We always got to be responsible for the group. And because we're still in the age of Aquarius, Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius, it's all about the group. So so I often have the final question or the final card be, how can we expand this energy to the group? So the final one is now, what energy, if we embrace, will add value to the group? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. And we got a lot of zodiac signs today. Okay. We got Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right. If we embrace Leo energy, we will add value to the group. Well, think about what Leo is. Leo is leadership. It is creative. It is inspirational in that enthusiastic way. They are the cheerleaders of the zodiac in the best sense. They give the best pep talks. So if we want to add value to the group, guess what? We need to give some pep talks. we need to celebrate people in the group. That's another way of saying let's let them know we value them. But it's letting them know we value them in a very specific way, in a Leo way. So you want to celebrate people. You want to be that enthusiastic cheerleader for people, right? To let them know, hey, you're doing a great job. Keep going. We all need that sometimes. And it's very creative. So it also means if you're creative, share your creativity with the group, right? Because art elevates. Art is symbolic, as is astrology, and they both elevate. They elevate through the beautiful symbolism. They both help us to live a poetic expression, and we need that. We need that. So connect with the Leo energy, the creativity, express yourself as it says on the card. Magical, creative energy is all around you. Lap up the praise and attention. You deserve it. Now, Leo also means lead, and sometimes we forget that because it is so creative. But it is leadership. So maybe there's a project or there's a relationship you need to take the lead on. There's a project that you want to get out in front of. There's something where if you feel that you need to be the leader, please lead, right? Because we need wonderful, empathetic, creative, sensitive leaders. And so you will add value to the group if you contribute your leadership ability, if you contribute your huge creative ability. This is also, Leo is generous, magnanimous. Let's be generous with one another. Okay, that means give them the benefit of the doubt. And maybe you can be generous with your talent, with your money, with whatever you have to give. Leo says give, right? Be generous. You give what you have, right? And if that's your talent or creativity, then you give that. So, oh my goodness. All right. And I have to say, as I was shuffling, a card popped out. So, just in general, the Pisces card, I know we just got four zodiac signs. Oh my goodness. All right. So, this is also Pisces is very creative, magical, sensitive energy. And that just reminds us let's be sensitive and compassionate toward one another. Reminds us let's have universal love. That this reminds us we are all so connected. And let's remember that. And so if one person falls, we all fall. And so we need to help them get up because that's it's we are connected. What happens to one happens to the group. And Pisces reminds us of that. And it's also deeply sensitive, deeply sensitive. I love that we have the a lot of the elements. We got two water cards to feel. Aquarius, I should also say, is really of the mind and thoughts are things. So that's also saying wow, we really do need to speak our minds right now to form the relationships that are worth. See, for a relationship to be worth lasting, right? That's what it's saying because we want to form long lasting relationships. Well, we got to speak our mind. We got some independent thinking going on with Aquarius. And so we need to do that. And then we need to nurture our ideas, nurture ourselves. Self love is important, right? And then celebrate, make sure that we're celebrating others and the square. We got to do it. We've got the perseverance. Taurus energy gives us the tenacity and perseverance. We are the key. So no one has to unlock us. You know how I like to say we're lit from within, no one has to light us up. Well, we are the key. No one has to unlock us, okay? We're the key. We get to go anywhere we want because we are the key. We don't have to wait for somebody to unlock this door, unlock that. We're just going to do it. Okay, we just do it. And then Mercury, make sure that you are communicating your ideas. And this is also saying, my goodness, if you resonate to any of these energies, your talents are needed. Right? So if you're Leos out there, celebrate people, lead. Pisces, show us, remind us universal love. Remind us that when someone cuts themselves, we bleed. We need to be reminded of that because then it becomes impossible to hurt someone. It becomes impossible to make fun of someone when you remember that because then you're making fun of yourself. You're only hurting yourself, right? Now we got to remember that. That's the Pisces gift. Cancer, nurture yourself, nurture others. And Aquarius, be free to be you and me. Be yourself, and find people who celebrate your most original parts. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a picture of this and put it on I'll put it on my Instagram as well. Okay. Instagram, House of Astrology, Facebook, Heather Arielle's House of Astrology. So you can see it because uh, these messages are for everyone listening. So take advantage of them because boy, do we have a lot going on in Taurus right now. All right, now there's some time left. I want to pull some messages for some people who have sent me, you've requested for an inspirational message. So we're going to do a few of those. And I do just want to remind you to please, when you get a chance, if you are enjoying the show, please go to cover.org, COVR, Coalition of Visionary Resources.org, and vote for Through the Lens of Astrology radio show. We've been nominated in the radio shows podcast category. So find that category, vote if you're enjoying the show. And I really appreciate that. Okay, so now let's do some of those messages. All right. Okay, so first on the list is Gloria M. Okay, so this is an inspirational message. And Gloria, just embrace this energy. That's how that works. When you just pull a single message, you just want to say, okay, make this energy your really good friend over the next, couple weeks, several weeks. Okay, so Gloria M. Gloria M. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Gloria, you are in alignment with what's going on right now. You got the second house card. That is connected to Taurus, what we've been talking about. Okay, Gloria. Really embrace your second house. That's your earned income. Think about your earned income. There may even be a new way. This means that is being blessed. So sometimes there's a whole new opportunity there's a new way of making money, or you can make more money. So with all this energy in Taurus, go ahead and do that. And remember, it is also the house of values. So definitely get crystal clear with your values and share them with people. Make sure you're around people who share your values, at the very least respect your values. But this is, when you get the second house upright, that's excellent for money. I mean, it says your ability to grow your finances through earned income is receiving a special blessing now. So definitely think about money. Definitely. I mean, I really don't like to focus too much on money, but I'll tell you, with everything in Taurus and with this card, sometimes we do. It is an excellent financial card. So you can make very good financial decisions right now. So just, yeah, think about that. Okay, Gloria. Okay, let me make that note. Okay. All right. So Gloria M got the second house. I'm going to try to put these up too. So I'm going to try to stay organized. Okay. All right. Now we have Kiki, and Kiki's been around from the beginning, and I just love that. I say that every time you ask for a message, Kiki, but I just love that name. Okay, Kiki. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, Kiki, you know what? A card popped out. We're going to take it. This is your card. Okay. So you got the Venus retrograde reversed, another money card. Look at this. So reversed, it says financial review, restructure capital, renegotiate contracts, review investments, and refinance if needed. Wow, this is so well. These messages are in alignment with all the Taurus energy. Taurus is finance. It is finance. Okay. So this just means do your financial review with all the energy in Taurus. You can make really good decisions, because we become a lot more present with the real world with Taurus, because it is money, it is the physical plane. Sometimes we got to really do a check in with that, right? Especially when you're on a metaphysical path, it's very easy to just be, oh, la di da, I'm flying in the sky, and we do need to touch the ground every once in a while. So, do a financial review right now. It doesn't mean anything bad. Now that's important. This does not mean you have financial problems when you get the Venus retrograde reversed. It just means take a look, because you may need to restructure, renegotiate something, review, refinance. It's that kind of, even though we're not in a Venus retrograde, when you get the card as an inspirational message, it behooves you to look into your finances in that way, because there could be a nice opportunity to do one of those things. Okay. All right. Money cards, 2 money cards today. Oh my goodness. Money cards with everything in Taurus. All right. So Kiki had Venus retrograde reversed. Okay. So we had Gloria and we had Kiki. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, now we have Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Okay, let's pull a message. Let's pull a message for Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. The square, Bobby. All right. So now we got this in the group oracle spread. So this is what that means. The square is nothing to be afraid of. Sometimes a client says, "Oh man, I don't like that square. I get that square." Squares are dynamic. Squares make things happen. All right. Do not be afraid of a square, whether you get it as a transit, whether you have a square in your natal chart, or whether you get it as an inspirational message. We sometimes need a push, right? We sometimes need that little extra challenge. All right. So remember, the door may be locked, but you are the key. Persevere. You will meet any challenge. So if you get this as an inspirational message, you may feel that there's a situation or a relationship that you're just like, oh man, I'm kind of losing steam with this. I'm losing hope. You may feel some that you don't quite have the energy to overcome the hurdle. That's really the way to think about it. Well, guess what, Bobby? Yeah, there's a hurdle, but you can totally jump over it. Okay? You are the key. So you do not give up right now. All that Taurus tenacity. Just be tenacious, just persevere. Okay? You can overcome the hurdle. That's what that message is. You are the key. Okay. And also, sometimes when we get the square, sometimes we wait around for somebody else to do something. And we think, well, someone's going to pop up and take care of that for me. The square says you got to do it yourself. Okay. You are the key. Don't wait for somebody to unlock the door for you. You are the key. You need to unlock the door yourself. Okay. So that's Bobby, and Bobby got the square. Okay, all right. Now we have Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline. Beautiful. All right, Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline. Let's get an inspirational message for Jacqueline. Okay. Oh, all right, Jacqueline. You got the third house. Okay. Now, this is the house of ideas. All right. It says sentimental education. Your ability to grasp new ideas is greatly enhanced. Learn something new, teach what you know. So, do a check in with what your ideas are. Share your ideas. If you write or teach, uh, boy, this is a great card for that. If you're thinking of taking a class or something, oh my gosh, it's great for that. It really is focused on what are you thinking? What are your ideas, and share them. Now, this is also your neighborhood. So, there could be opportunities in your neighbor or just benefits to you. Get back in touch with your neighbors. Uh, it's enjoy your neighborhood with this. This is also the sibling card, and this is also the card that has to do with people we went to uh, up to college. So elementary school, junior high, high school. There could be benefits. Reach out to people who are third house people. So if you have siblings, make sure that you're connecting with them. They could be a benefit. And if you're in touch with people from elementary, junior, high school, they could be of benefit to you. So reach out to those people and definitely honor your ideas. Teach, learn, communicate, write, read, honor what you're thinking. And that's great for socializing. So it could just be make sure you're socializing with your siblings and with your friends. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, and that was Jacqueline. Okay, third house. Okay, okay, and now we have Amit. Okay, Amit. All right. So let's get a card for Amit. Okay. Okay, Amit. Oh my goodness. All right, Amit. Things are going to be clarifying. You may feel that you've been in some fog lately. You got the moon reversed. Moon reversed. I love that card. I can see clearly now. The fog is lifting. You'll soon have the answers you need to make an informed decision. So that means, yeah, really pay attention to the conversations you're having right now. Pay attention to what's going on because the fog is lifting and clarity is coming in. Now, the moon reverse can also mean somebody around you is pregnant or giving birth to something. And it's also now, okay, the moon reversed is a very public card. So, depending on what you're doing, if you are going forward with some kind of project, if you need publicity, let me say it this way, Amit, if you are doing something that requires publicity, that benefits from publicity, this is a fantastic card because the spotlight is on you. This is like a fame card in that when you get it reversed, definitely embrace publicity and whatever you're doing, it will receive more attention now than at other times. So definitely go forward with that. And also I should say, Taurus, uh, when we go forward, when Taurus is in charts, whether it's a business chart or if you're trying to sell something or whatever, people will pay a little bit more for quality. Taurus makes you want to have nice things. You don't necessarily go for the cheapest thing with Taurus. You would rather pay more and have something of high quality, have exactly what you want, something that is beautiful or of more value. So definitely, if people feel that they're getting value, they will pay whatever they need to pay for it. So make sure that if you are going forward with a project that you or whatever it is, that you connect to people, you sell it in a way that really reveals the value of what you're doing so that and so you don't disguise it. Sometimes we downplay it because we want to try to reduce the price, but sometimes, hey, we got to go with quality. So this is a time when go forward with quality and you will succeed. Okay, all right, let me write that one down. Okay, moon, Amit got moon reversed. Okay, all right, now we have Melinda. I've always loved the name Melinda, I have to say. Okay, Melinda, let's get Melinda a card. I like Melinda. I like Belinda. I like those names. Okay. All right, Melinda. Okay. Oh, Melinda. All right. You got an angle. When you get an angle, yeah, perk up a little bit because angles make things happen. Now, this is the IC. This is at the bottom of the chart angle. Trip down memory lane. Now is the time to clear outmoded ways of being, thinking, and feeling. This is a profound house. I mean, this is a profound angle that begins the first degree of a profound house. All right. When you get this, you may want to reconnect from people from your childhood. They could be of real benefit, and your family can be of benefit. And it's also a time to really look at your cultural imprint. We all come in with a very specific cultural imprint. And a lot of us, we spend our lives just following it blindly. When you get the IC card as an inspirational message, or when you have major transits at the bottom of your chart, it's an opportunity to look at it and to say, okay, you know what? This part of my cultural imprint, I love. And this part, you know what, not so much. I'm going to let that one go because we all inherit these, we receive these messages, right? From our parents and from society growing up. That's the cultural imprint. So make sure that the ideas that you are living, that the values that you are considering are your values and that what you're doing, make sure that they are yours and that you're not just blindly following the cultural imprint. And because we want to live consciously, right? And so this card just says do a check in, make sure your views, ideas, and values are your own, and that you are consciously loving them and you are consciously living them. That's what that means. And let go. We go through phases. We don't need the same ideas our whole life. Sometimes, we it's all about transformation and growth, right? So look at them, because then if there's going to be an opportunity to let go of some of them, to say, oh, you know what? That idea is holding me back. I don't need that idea anymore, right? I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let that go. So that's that kind of energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, Melinda. All right. Okay, so I think we have time. All right, I think I have time for one more. Okay. All right, so Megan. All right, we got some M's, Melinda and Megan at the end. Okay. Okay, Megan. Okay. Okay, Megan. Okay. Oh, okay, Megan. All right. Bringing up baby. You got the fifth house reversed. You're about to give birth to something beautiful. Enjoy your creation. This is wonderful. Now, it doesn't have to be a real birth. It could be. Maybe you're getting ready to have a real baby. But this is just birth, and we can birth projects, we can birth relationships, we can birth a new idea, right? This is just saying embrace something new. You really have something beautiful and new inside of you. Let it come out. And if you've got a new idea for a business, for a project, for anything new, this is definitely a major green light for that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. And the fifth house is a very social card. So socialize as much as you can. That's a very social card. Okay. And it's very romantic. Even reversed, it's romantic, because we always take the whole meaning. We stress the message that we get, but, we take the whole meaning. Okay. So Megan got fifth house reversed. Okay. Oh, and Melinda got the IC. Okay. And I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live and an Insta Live. So you all will have, it will be easier for you to ask me the questions, because I want everyone to get a message who wants a message. And I want to have more. It just, I appreciate you sending me these questions, but there's nothing like talking live, is there? All right. So I'm going to be doing that coming up. So I want to leave you all today with a beautiful poem by this little poet, William Butler Yeats. You may have heard of him. only, only one of the all-time greats. And I wanted to find a poem that really captures the Taurus energy. Taurus is all about how can we connect to the physical world? How can we really connect to our senses, all of our senses, right? And just be so present in the physical world. And I had picked a few. I couldn't decide. And then I asked my mom, which, I should have just done that from the beginning, since she's a retired English teacher. And yeah, she knows her poetry. And she immediately said, well, what about the Lake Isle of Innisfree? And I said, well, that's a much better choice than any of the ones I was looking at. So thank you, Mom, my beautiful mother. And yeah, I do have the best mother in the whole wide world. So, okay. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There, midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always, night and day, I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's gray, I hear it in the deep heart's core. That's our show. Until next time, enjoy and embrace transformation.